My name's Louise Jensen and I'm an author, and I wrote psychological thrillers The Sister, The Gift and The Surrogate. But today I want to talk to you about my new release, which is called The Date, which will be published on the 21st of June. Now, 6 years ago I was watching children's BBC with my kids, and there was a programme on it called My Life, and it featured 13-year-old Hannah Reid, who'd become ill and developed a condition called prosopagnosia, which is also known as face blindness. Now, Hannah couldn't recognise not only her own face, but her family, her friends, and I thought, imagine waking up in a world where everyone looks like a stranger. And my kids and I discussed it endlessly afterwards because we'd not heard of it before, and how would you cope and how would it feel and how frightening would it be to suddenly wake up and not know who anybody was. And before long my writer mind kicked in and I started to think, this could be a really, really good plot for a story. You have a character and you have somebody trying to destroy her life, but she doesn't know who, and she can't recognise, the person that is repeatedly doing these awful things to her. So I started to write a book, but I really wanted to approach this subject with a good degree of awareness and empathy. Hannah's story had really touched me, so I took 6 months out and researched it and wrote other things in the meantime and came back to it, but I still couldn't get the story quite right, and I wanted to get the emotional side as accurate as I could. How Ali felt when suddenly waking up and being so frightened of the world that she lived in. So again, I wrote another book and carried on doing bits of research and carried on writing it, and finally after 3 years I think I've got it right. My publishers love it and it is due to come out soon. And when I'd finished, actually one of the first things I wanted to do was to tell Hannah what a huge inspiration she'd been to me. So I managed to track down her mum, and I rang her one day and said, "You don't know me, but I think your daughter is incredible and she's really inspired me, and I've written this book now about prosopagnosia and I really hope it raises awareness." And she said, "Oh, I'm sure Hannah would love to talk to you herself." So next week I'm due to interview her via Skype, which I'll be posting on this channel, and I'm really excited and really hoping that we can raise a bit of awareness for this condition and educate perhaps those people that haven't heard of it before. So do come back and join me, and I'll be joined by Hannah, and we'll be talking about what it's really like to live with face blindness.